and welcome to Wild About Math with Kellett. This is 5.NBT.2, Divide Powers of 10. We've already looked at multiplying powers of 10. If you missed that video, you need to watch that one. Today we're doing divide powers of 10. It's very similar, just a little bit different. The only difference is instead, when you multiply powers of 10, you move the decimal to the right. When you divide powers of 10, you move the decimal to the left. A reminder, the horse is still at the bottom of this video because just like the horse's tail goes at the end of the horse, the decimal goes at the end of the whole number. And we'll have a couple of those that will work with the whole number. And the horse is there to remind us where to put the decimal. Let's take a look at number 1. So we have a 2 as an exponent. That 2 tells us that we're going to go to the left 2 spaces. So we start right here and we're going to shift the number 2 spaces and put that new decimal right there. So it's going to be a 6. And 2 zeros and a 7. So 6 and 7 thousandths. 6 and 7 thousandths. Right? The next one does not have a decimal. Instead, it has 3 zeros, which we know would be 10 to the third or 10 cubed, 10 to the third. So this 3 zeros tells us we're going to shift this decimal 3 spaces, 1, 2, and a third space, and we know we put a 0 in that third space. So we start with the decimal. You can always put a 0 in front of the decimal. You are not mandated to put a 0 in front of that decimal. And you put a 0 after the decimal, a 5, a 3, and a 6. So we have 536, and this place is the 10 thousandths place, 536 10 thousandths. Next, we have a 4. So we're going to move this decimal 1, 2, 3, 4. This time we have to put in 2 zeros, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 4. Our decimal is getting much longer. You can add the 0 at the beginning if you'd like. All right, let's take a look at this decimal. Notice this time you have no decimal to begin with. It's a whole number. When you have a whole number, you always add the decimal at the end. So we're going to go back 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3, and stick 1 decimal there, 1 0 there, 1, 8, 9, 89, and that's in the thousandths place. You have no decimal here, number 5, so we're going to put a decimal at the end, and this time we go 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That leaves you with 4 empty spaces. So starting with the decimal point, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the number 2. You can put a 0 in front of that if you would like. And that takes care of dividing powers of 10.